Hi guys, Biodun here, and this is the Lifesavers Apprentice.
This is the Lifesavers Apprentice.
So guys, welcome back to the vlog. Welcome. Man, it's just like a couple of days to the end of 2018 and I couldn't be more excited. For those of you that have stuck with us from the beginning of the year, I say a very big thank you. For those of you that are subscribed, thank you, gracias. I'm really grateful. Eshigo. And for those of you that haven't subscribed, but why? Be begging you to do that shit. Click that subscribe button now. It won't cost you anything. Click it. Anyways guys, moving on to the topic of today. What we're talking about today concerns ladies mostly, but if you have a sister or a babe that is affected by the syndrome, if you're a guy too, you would, by proxy, yourself will be affected by the syndrome, because no beans, it's not easy. And then, well, it's not beans mostly. So what we're talking about today is premenstrual syndrome, mostly called PMS. And premenstrual syndrome is a series of emotional changes, physical changes that happens to women a couple of days. Some authorities say 5 to 11, some authorities say 7 days before their period. And then this syndrome manifests in symptoms such as anxiety, depression, in extreme depression, yes, bloating, food cravings, breast tenderness, headache, irritability. Like during that period, for ladies that is affected, they just don't want to see it, bro. They're just irritable, For me personally, it manifests as food craving. How I know that time of the month is near is that I'll just be seeing, sugar cravings, anything sugar like this is like, come to me and all that. But from some other ladies, it manifests differently. I know of ladies that they will be really cranky and then they won't be able to, it's like they've shifted like from their normal self, that a shift occurs. And that's just PMS though. PMS generally affects over 80% of women. Some authorities say 80, some authorities say 75. Most of this percentage have just mild symptoms, but about 20% have severe symptoms that sometimes they need to see the doctors for. And about 8% of these women have aggravated symptoms that they have to call it a new syndrome. That's Premenstrual Dysphoric Disorder. That one is a more extreme form of PMS and it requires urgent medical attention. So PMS can affect the day-to-day living of a woman, of a girl, of a lady. It can affect the day-to-day living, especially in that period before the menstruation actually begins. So when the menstruation actually begins, the symptoms ease up, but the days before the menstruation, man, it's like hell for some people. You understand? So PMS is actually a thing. Yeah, it's not just it's just that time of the month. It's a thing, and then we need to function properly in this world. We need to know how to manage our body, how to live, how to cope the syndrome so they don't affect our day-to-day life. And today I will be sharing with you tips on how to manage PMS. But before I do that, why does PMS occur really? Like, what causes it? Well, scientists have said that there's no real cause. Some are more assertive, some are not assertive, that there's no real cause. But we can all agree that PMS occurs due to hormonal changes. At different stages of the menstrual cycle, different hormones are at work, and when the menstrual cycle is about to begin, the estrogen level increases and then the progesterone level drops. Progesterone is the pregnancy hormone. This is one responsible for pregnancy. So when the estrogen level increases and hormonal imbalance, because like the different studies of different hormones and different stages of the period. So and then serotonin is the hormone that makes you happy, and it has also been implicated in the reason to find out what causes PMS. It is said that the serotonin level drops, and that's why some people have sugar cravings, because sugar increases the level of serotonin. Yeah, so that's what we found out. So tips on managing PMS. That's what causes PMS when that changes. So anything that you will try to use to manage it would eventually, you are trying to try to strike an hormone imbalance, an hormone balance rather. Maybe good luck. So moving on, 5 tips on managing PMS. So what can you do if you're suffering from PMS? Okay, so I've shared out some of these tips, and in the past when I could, when I was still serious. But yeah, so the number one for me is diet control. You have to control what you eat. Although there was this debate going on in my class one time about the sugar cause menstrual pain, and then our lecturer said no, sugar can't be implicated in menstrual pain. But then again, you have to control your diet. We can all agree that eating healthy it would go a long way in solving most of our health problems. In that, PMS inclusive, because you have to if you eat sugary stuff, that's just leading to a greater level of hormonal imbalance and unhealthy stuff. So you have to eat vegetable, fruits, food rich in fiber. If you are concerned, if you are not sure about what to eat, you can just Google healthy food, or you can actually see a dietitian to help you schedule out what you should be eating. But avoid sugary stuff, avoid food that are salty, and fatty food. Avoid those salty and fatty food. Avoid, like, reduce, and if you can avoid them, I know a lot of us can, even me sometimes, you should reduce the level consciously. For all of us that like taking soda all the time, reduce it. Diet, you have to control your diet. That's number one. Eat healthy. Eating healthy would help with the hormonal imbalance. So number two is to avoid caffeine and coffee. There's an old side, caffeine is coffee, and alcohol, sorry. Caffeine and alcohol, if you smoke, also quit smoking. That's number two. Avoid caffeine, alcohol, and if you're smoking, quit smoking. Generally say these things are not really good for your health. They're not good for your other organs. So, and they aggravate PMS. Yes, although there hasn't been substantial evidence, but you can agree with me that alcohol isn't really that good, and then caffeine too. Those things can cause hormonal imbalance. When your liver is supposed to excrete estrogen, it cannot, because of the caffeine and alcohol you're taking, and then smoking too. So if you're doing all those things, quit or reduce them to a bare minimum. And number three is to avoid stress. Stress would give you hormonal imbalance. I believe it. Stress will give you hormonal imbalance normally. So if you are stressing yourself, kindly reduce the amount of stress you're undergoing. Try as much as possible to sleep as by the hours required by day. I think that's 7 to 8 hours per day. Sleep at least 7 to 8 hours per day, and then make sure that you get enough rest in between work, during weekends. Rest even during the week. Make sure you rest so your body can rejuvenate and then be healthy. Make sure you rest. Avoid stress or reduce it. I know some people can avoid it, but at least try to reduce it. That's number three. Number four now would be, what was number four then? If you reduce stress, you eat healthy. What else? Exercise. Yes, definitely exercise. A lot of ladies sometimes have sedentary works. You have to sit down all day. When you go to school, you don't really exercise, but at least I realized that stuff works for me actually. When in some days before my period, if I'm feeling crampy or cracky or anything, I just take long walk. My friends know me, I walk a lot. Jesus. In school, I can walk the entire school in a couple of minutes, I swear. So I walk a lot, and that really helps with the pain and the emotional feelings that you might be having, the irritability, the crankiness, the bloating. It can help a lot. So at least do 30 minutes of brisk walking per day. Just walk around, or if you have an exercise routine, you can stick with that. And if you do not have one, you can always go to Google to help with an exerse. I think Google is your best friend, except sometimes in health conditions. By the time you go and Google some health condition, it sometimes makes it worse. But then again, you have to be careful what you search on the internet. Whatever you're not sure about your health, it's better to consult your doctor. Which brings us to the last point. Before I move on to the last point, don't forget exercise. Exercise is good, at least 30 minutes per day, so you get your body moving. So last point, seek medical support. Seek support. And some ladies who are in age, even if you make lifestyle changes, sometimes you still have to see a doctor. The doctor would even encourage you to either make the lifestyle changes you've continued to make, or find some ladies will eventually have to use medication. You understand, to ease the pain, to ease the emotional imbalance and all that. So see your doctor if you feel that these symptoms are getting aggravated and out of hand, and then they are cramping your style, and then you can't do what you normally do on other days. Please see your doctor. It's also important. If you have any questions about your health, Google is your best friend, but sometimes Google scares you. So see your doctor. So with that, I think you've been able to learn one or two things about PMS and PMDD. PMDD is Premenstrual Dysphoric Disorder. That's the aggravated form of PMS. And we have come to the end of the vlog. Yes, that's Barry. Yeah, that's what we here for today. So thank you so much for watching this vlog. I am so grateful for those of you that are subscribed. Again, thank you. If you haven't subscribed, kindly click that subscribe button. And if you learned something from this vlog, kindly share with your friends, your families, your loved ones, everybody. Share it all around. And then you can follow me on social media. I am on Instagram at @the_Dola. I am on Twitter at also @the_Dola. I am on the vlog is on Instagram at the Life Savers Apprentice. We are on Facebook. Yeah, finally Facebook at the LCT. It's a page, so you can just click like. So and yeah, 2018 has been awesome. Thank you. You were part of making my 2018 epic. So we have one more vlog to go for this year, and it's to be out in the next 2 weeks. It's just going to be a thank you vlog, and I'm going to share tips for elder living in 2019, what you should do to make your 2019 epic, health wise, and then social wise, else is everything together. So this is Biodun signing out till I come your way again in the next 2 weeks. A share with Danke as a designer. Thank you. Bye.